And go.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. But this is not my channel. This is my mom's channel. But you're doing to enter and hit the like button, subscribe, and turn the notifications on. And if you want to, you can follow my mom on Facebook or something. But besides that,
Thank you. He was dying to do that. He says, "Hey, Mom, I know what we can do. We can help each other out on our YouTube videos." So I said, "Sure, why not?" So he's been asking me if he can do that. So, okay. Happy Sunday. Welcome to our weekly teen chat. I have a ton on my mind. Like, I don't even know if I can form thoughts. I don't even know if I can form notes, but like it's all good. So we'll see what comes out. If you've been watching me, that's how it is. So I wanted to start off with something that we should always be practicing is writing your gratitudes. What are at least 5 things that you are grateful for in today? This is a practice that you should be adding to your daily routine, no matter where you are, no matter what phase that you're in, no matter where you are in life. You should always take at least 5 or 10 minutes to practice gratitude, and we'll see how fast. That you should always practice gratitude and just be mindful of what the day brings you. So, with that, if you're not doing that already, then you can drop in the comments or write down whatever you feel is best for you. So, I am currently reading Believe Bigger by, I'm going to butcher her name, Marshawn Evans Daniels. Marshawn Daniels Evans. I'm looking it up because I don't want to butcher it. Marshawn Evans Daniels. I knew I was upset. Believe Bigger. And so I actually started to read this book back in 2019. We were on our way to one of our lifestyle getaways with our company, and I had heard this woman chat on one of our team Zooms with one of our top leaders of the company, and there was so much that she was saying that was resonating with me at that time. So mind you, 2 years ago, I ordered the book, I did the pre-order, I got it. Guys, I'm terrible about reading actual books, absolutely terrible. So it sat, and then I was packing for Punta Cana, and I was like, oh, good, I have this book. So I will take this on the plane to read. I think I got maybe a couple chapters in, and it just wasn't clicking. And then, of course, we got to the resort, we did our thing, we had our weekend, we were with our people, and I never picked it up again. On the way back home, I think I tried to read it again, and I'm one who just loves to stare out the airplane windows. So I wanted to just stare out the window. And so here it sat for 2 years. Literally sitting for 2 years with my Punta Cana lifestyle getaway brochure right in my spot. So we, me and a couple of my close girls on our tribe have been really just digging deeper and getting into our souls and really focusing on basically having a selfish season, and that is totally okay. Like, you have to be selfish at times so that way you can grow yourself bigger. You can be better, you can be bigger, you can be the version that you are meant to be. And so again, I challenge you to focus on yourself, to be selfish. Like, it's not wrong if you're selfish in certain ways. um Obviously, us mamas, workers, like, there's a right and a wrong to be selfish. So um allow yourself to have a selfish season, though. Work on you so that way you can bloom where you were meant to be. So anyway, I was been talking to these girls, um and a couple of the girls are doing 75 hard, and they said that you have to physically read 10 pages in a book every day. So I was like, I don't have time for that. No, no, yes, you do. Like, I'm immediately, I'm figuring out, like, where I am right now, I'm figuring out how to switch my mind around. And guys, we all have the same amount of time in a day. It's how you use it. So it's me waking up, making sure I don't hit snooze 5 times, waking up, taking my capsules, and starting to do my self-development. And so I do my journal. I try to do 10 pages, or at least read for 15, 20 minutes, and then I do my workout. That's my self-development. That's my me time every single day. I didn't think I would have time, and, like, on some days when I have to be into work earlier, like, yeah, it's hard, but I have to be intentional. It forces me to be more intentional and to not get distracted on my phone when I post a story first thing in the morning or anything like that. And already, like, my screen time for this week is down basically another hour. And so when we really focus on ourselves and focus on being intentional, it's amazing, like, what you can find out about yourself. So I just wanted to read this passage. I actually took a picture of it, and not passage, little paragraph. I took a picture of it and sent it to one of my close friends this morning, because it's just so much of, like, where I am right now. And I was actually talking to my husband about this on our way to church this morning. We are trying to find what church works for both of us, like what speaks to us both. The church that's meant for us as a family. So this is from Believe Bigger. It's under Get a Bigger Vision. Our vision becomes our compass, our certainty. And if it's a faulty vision, one being held together by insecurity, outdated rules, guilt, fear, and shame, it's time to retire it. God wants us to have a fantastic vision, one guided by love, joy, impact, possibility, and fulfillment. God's bigger vision is always about making sure you have a greater impact. It's where you thrive, not just survive. Also, it involves unspeakable joy. When your vision touches upon those things, you're on the right path. When it's about avoiding risk, playing it safe, or doing the right thing, you're not even in the ballpark. Your bigger vision should excite you and at the same time shake you up, make you nervous, and be a stretch. And it should make you question, how in the heck is this going to be possible? That's a question God loves to answer. So I took a picture of that and sent it to my friend. And I've read it back a couple of times, because this season of selfishness for me has been one in the making for, I'd say, at least a good year. As I've said before, I'm sure, like, the whole time I have been with this business, I find myself in different phases of self-development and of growth and of me taking that next step, jumping off the cliff, like, these different things that I know that I finally see in myself. if somebody tells me something that I can work on, I am no longer taking it with like shame or shutting down or playing the comparison game or anything like that. Like if somebody was to tell me something that brought truth to myself, I'm able to work on it and change it. Um, and it's more than just changing it, but it's being it, it's practicing it, it's building upon that every single day. So instead of shutting down when things get tough, or I'm the type that I shut down when I get super overwhelmed, or when somebody is like one-upping me and I want to be where they are. Like I used to just shut down and play that comparison game so strong that I would get myself down for several days, like even a week. And I do believe in God's timing and everything happens for a reason. I know that phrase gets played way too often, sometimes when it shouldn't be said, but I truly, truly do believe that there are things put into our place at certain times for a reason. Because had I read that book, had I actually read that book in 2019, it would not have hit how it is hitting now. You guys, every single page, I'm like, yes, yes, this is it. Like, this is me. This is speaking me. I have gone through the shift. I have gone through the growth phase. And I was talking to Michael this morning and saying how I'm super curious when this book ends to know if I truly am through the change. It talks about like your growth and your journey and living out your vision and living out God's path that he has laid down for you. Realizing that if you are steering away from where you're meant to be, then that's when life will knock you down for a little bit to redirect you onto the path that you are supposed to be on. And had I read that book back then, it would not have been like totally getting to my soul like it is now. And so right now, like where I am in that page, I've started to make the shift. And if you've been following me, if you've been listening to me, I can say that I have made the shift. So here in a few weeks, when I'm done with this book, I'm super curious to see if I'm still in the changing period or if I am where I'm meant to be and if I have truly made that shift yet. Because what I feel in my soul, just like this burning desire, like that last few sentences, just this burning desire of how the hell am I going to do this? But the difference is this time, I believe in myself. I believe that I can and I will do it. Will it be in the right time to earn a bonus? I don't know. I feel like I can. I feel like it will be. But if I don't, just like in the past when I've missed bonuses, I missed those for a reason. My heart wasn't in the right place or I was focused on the wrong thing. And so when we truly align ourselves to where we are meant to be and to taking time to be selfish and to do the things for us to figure out where we need to be, that is when you can truly like start to make the shift to know that you are where you're supposed to be. I had the privilege of having I always say it wrong, Reiki. treatment yesterday. And so if you have not heard of it, look it up. Just like with everything, like you have to have an open mind and just accept everybody else's ways of thinking and like beliefs and practices and stuff like that. Like it is when we are judging and comparing and doing all this stuff that you see, you know, the world being unkind and distraught and, you know, all that stuff. But I absolutely love like trying new things and supporting my friends and family. And so when I had this treatment yesterday, the gist of it is like finding your inner self and using your body's energy in the right way. Everybody has energy, but ours gets so modeled out and knocking down with everyday life, especially as adults, that we suppress it. And so when you focus on your core energy, your it goes along, like if you've ever heard of chakras before in yoga. So if you've ever practiced yoga before, you know, you've heard them say your third eye center or you know, like using your chakras in that way. But when you focus on you and you're able to see that and know how powerful your mind is and how powerful your body is, again, like that makes the shift so much easier. And I even said to my friend who was giving me the treatment, I said, can you imagine if we all focused on ourselves and our energy that we all have? Can you imagine the power we can do for ourselves if we all just focused a little bit more on ourselves? And you guys, I'm not saying, you know, to be selfish, to not help out and stuff like that. And I really hope that you're not getting that message, because it is so much greater than that. So much greater than that. Back 2 years ago, I wanted these bonuses. I was keeping track of my monthly sales. Honestly, I can't remember where I was in that phase, other than I was just doing a 2-week diet with one of the other friends of mine who was going, and I was working out and I lost 25 pounds and I felt freaking amazing. I loved who I was. But when we went to that beach and I had that first drink, or I had that first bite of carbs when I hadn't had it in 2 weeks, and I literally felt my body, I could see my body bloating. Guys, I got Italian ancestry in me. I love my freaking food. And so it was so empowering to know that my self-image of me, I felt amazing. I loved the image that I saw of myself in the mirror, but I was almost just as shy in my bathing suit, probably more so than I am now. I don't like attention brought to me. Yes, like I secretly want to, you know, be acknowledged for my hard work, or to be acknowledged for what I'm doing every single day. Like that's just who I am. Like I want like the people close to me to encourage me and to tell me that I'm doing a great job. But where I am now, I believe in that myself. I don't need them to tell me as much, because I truly believe in it myself. And so when everybody was, oh my gosh, Amy, you look amazing. Oh my gosh, girl, look at those abs. Like, not to be tooting my own horn, I'm not like that. I was pretty self-conscious, and I literally wanted to hide. So every single phase in life is a lesson. And I remember back then, yes, I was doing great in the business. I was on that trip. I mean, it was a fantastic trip. That was the last trip that we've been on because life has happened. And then with what all happened last year, I can't wait for the next one because I'm going to be confident in my own skin with that 20 pounds gained back because of where I am right now. And you guys, when you have those selfish seasons and when you radiate confidence in what you do and you are having fun in what you are doing, that's when the change happens. That's when the shift happens. So, had I read that book back then, I would have probably just blown it off and not have really known where to start, even though it walks you through of trying to find like where you are, why you are, who you are. It walks you through it all. But I probably would have just pushed it off to the side and been like, okay, when's my shift happening? When's my change happening? And so, you guys, I cannot say enough that if you are yearning for something more, if you were just having that strong desire and that fire lit in your soul for more, it doesn't matter what's laid out in front of you. It doesn't matter if you keep getting a bonus, eligible for a bonus. It doesn't matter who is alongside with you. You obviously need a great support system and the right people there to cheer you on. But guess what? It all begins with you. It all begins with you and you believing in yourself. You using the energy inside of you to focus on what really matters. For me, I focus on helping people change their life. The product is amazing. The opportunities are incredible. I can't even, like, the last 5.5 years have just been a whirlwind of all these new adventures and all these new things and thoughts and feelings and goals. But when I am focusing on the number of sales that I'm making in a month rather than who I am helping, and that I am helping somebody change their life in a way that they are yearning for. When I'm focusing on those numbers more than the people themselves and the heartbeats, that's when my confidence is less. So when you truly, truly start believing in yourself, start using your energy to be who you are meant to be on the path and on the right path to where you are meant to go, that is when beautiful things happen. So I challenge you to try to be selfish in some way. Try to read. Try to write down what you're grateful for. Talk to yourself. Speak loud to yourself. Yell at yourself, because you are worthy. You are capable. You can and you will do whatever it is that you see up here as a dream. You can turn that into your vision and your reality. It just needs you stepping out of your own way, building that confidence, knowing your worth, knowing who you are, knowing that you are on the right path, and knowing that everything that has knocked you down is just for you to fail forward and get back up stronger and better than you were before. So, what will it be for you? Will you figure out the path that you're on is a setup to the next stage? Or are you where you need to be right now? Thoughts are hard. Deep conversations are hard, but have them. Don't cut yourself short as to what your future and what your vision and what your dream can be. Because you are worth every single thought that you feel is distant and unattainable. You are worth it all. And you can do it. So, with that, if anybody watches this and just needs somebody to talk to, I am here. I have been at a spot where I have felt that self-pity and that, oh my gosh, I can't do that, counting myself out, comparing myself to others because I'm not where they are. I've been there pretty recently. I don't know what it is. I know a lot of stuff happened last year. I don't know what exactly was my turning point where I said, screw it, I am worth this. But I hope that you find yours sometime soon too. So have a great night, guys. Enjoy your week and try to focus that good energy that you have in your body. Try to focus it to the right spot this week. Bye, guys.